So I want to start recording stuff for TikTok and just letting y'all know what God has done. I'm in a season of obedience, and I just really want to share how great He is, y'all. So today's lesson: never doubt the power of prayer. And I'm talking about, I don't care how soon you have to get something done or how soon whatever. Don't ever think that God can't do it, okay? So yesterday, my son, okay, let me just give y'all a little backstory. I'm a single parent of two. I have a high schooler, and I have a preschooler. And I work full time, and I'm going to school at night on some nights. My classes usually range about 2 or 3 hours each. So my oldest child volunteered to help out with his brother to relieve me of some stress. It's not something I wanted to do. I had another thing lined up, but I'm like, okay, cool, you out, that's even better. Again, he's of age, and it's only about 2 hours, at a time that he has to do it, and it's not every night. So I'm like, okay, cool. So my son told me yesterday, I have a football game, I won't be able to do it. This is my first week back for the semesters. Like, this is the second semester, and this is our first week back from our break. So you can't miss no class right now. You can't miss. And the type of schooling that the type of schooling that I'm doing right now is very rigorous. So you really can't miss class. You can't. So I'm panicking. I'm having to worry about how he's going to get back from football practice. I have to worry about who's going to keep the younger one while I go to school. I'm having to worry about making it to work on time and doing a good job. I'm talking about my plate is full. My plate is full, right? Literally, God, I don't know who's keeping me. I ain't going to say I don't know. God has literally been my strength. So yesterday, I bust out crying. I'm like, okay, because I'm not going to ask him. And I even thought about, okay, maybe he don't need to go to this football game, But I'm like, that'll be selfish. I'm not going to make my oldest child sacrifice. He's not, I'm the parent here. So if anybody got to sacrifice, it's going to be me, right? And I'm like, for a minute, I had felt defeated. Like, Lord, I'm doing everything. I'm doing all I need to do. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I can't, even though he volunteered to do this, I didn't think this through. He can't do this every night. Almost every night. It's not every night, but maybe he can't, what's going to happen? I had my mind. Then something just snapped at me. Something just was like, why are you worried? I've worked it out to this point. Why are you worried? Why are you even doubting that I can work it out right now? Why? So as the tears are streaming down my face, just out of utter exhaustion, because I'm already, worried about dinner. I'm worried about stuff every day. I'm having to do so much, right? And something just told me, it was a calm that came over me that I couldn't explain. I started putting my worship music on. I pulled out some scriptures. He would never leave me nor forsake me. Asking you shall receive. I start praying. I start canceling anything that's trying to come up against what God is doing in my life. I started praying that way. And I promise you, I had a peace that surpassed all understanding. I had a peace, and I finished my work day. My head was all over the place because it was just sudden. Like, I got just a few hours to figure this out. Prayed, right? Went to school, did what I had to do for the night. And by the time I left school at 9 o'clock that same day, I had 3 or 4 people in my inbox that I had reached out to, because I'm panicking. I didn't know what to do. I had 3 or 4 different people that was willing to help me watch my kid for tomorrow while I go to school. I have not just one person. I'm talking about everybody responded. I got several options. This all happened the same day, but had I kept that posture of defeat, had I kept that posture of, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw in the towel and miss my lab, I just said, I'm not missing my lab. My son is not missing his football game. When I got that in my mind, you have to come to God with expectancy. Not that he's going to let his will be done, but you have to come to God knowing. You cannot come to God thinking he can fix it. You have to come to God knowing he can fix it. And that's what that taught me yesterday. I didn't come to God like, maybe he'll. I'm like, no, I'm not going to miss this. I came with expectancy. I came with audacity. And I did what I needed to do. And everything, I'm talking about, I had several options. I even had some classmates like, bring them here. So I'm like, that's an option. And, and then plus 3 other people I'm talking to. That's 4 different options that God worked out for me in the same day. Not to mention, I haven't missed any money. I haven't missed no opportunities. All my bills are paid. I'm not a struggling college student. I am thriving. All my children's stuff is already paid for and purchased for back to school. I'm sitting around thinking like, oh my God, I couldn't even believe. I had to repent for even that little bit of unbelief, because the fact that I'm in school with no loans, the fact that I am actually getting this far in school, I'm getting ready to go through my clinicals. I've never even gotten this far before. And it's not because I didn't want to, because I didn't have the perceived support that I thought I needed. God has proved that He is all that I need. He's all that I need. I don't need this support system. Would I want it? Would it be helpful? Great. Yes. But God has proved to me year after year, day after day, that He's all I need. Those are just wants. People are wants, but can't nobody do what God can do. My children don't want for nothing. I ain't broke. I ain't going through nothing that most people would be going through in these situations. And my only source is God. I am not married. I am not, I don't have a support system. I don't have a supportive family that's keeping it doing. I don't have none of that. Yet and still, my life is still looking like I do, because God has been my provider. So I just want to encourage somebody today to lean on God. Whatever you're going through, know that He can help you. Know that He can fix it. Know that if you come to God with expectancy, that's what true faith is all about. True faith ain't just saying something. I had the faith of a mustard seed. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was already prepared to not go to school. I'm like, I'm going to have to eventually pull out. I'm just had all kind of unbelief for that split second. But you have to come to God knowing, what I'm saying? God can only do what you can believe that He can do. You can't believe that He'll do it, then it probably won't happen. You got to come to God knowing that He will do it. All right, y'all. Have a great day.